You know, I always hated parties. When we were first married and went to parties, we'd walk in the door, and my wife would head straight for the other women, and I wouldn't see her again until it was time to leave. After we'd been married 10 years, we'd walk in the door, and my wife would head straight for some guy whose wife didn't understand him, and again, I wouldn't see her until it was time to leave. Now we've been married 15 years, and these days, all they talk about at parties is who got divorced and who caused it. And you know something? My wife never leaves my side. Parties aren't that bad. Hey, great you could come.
Hello, darling. How are you? I thought you were going to be late. Oh, hello. How are you? You know my husband,
Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. You know how bad I am with names.
Hey, Tom. I know. How about those Knicks?
How about those Lakers?
How about the market?
Yeah, how about a loan?
Oh, honey, I'm sorry we're so late, but you know, we had to get the kids settled, and they loathe the babysitter.
It's the last time we use your mother.
Just kidding.
It's the little things you do together, that make perfect relationships. The hobbies you pursue together, savings you accrue together, looks you misconstrue together, that make marriage a joy.
Come on, Joyce. I've got some new things to show you. You gave that up, remember?
I was just trying to be social.
You gave that up, too, remember?
First one I had all day.
Calories. You gave that up, too.
Thanks, Grace. Thanks to you, I gave up eating, smoking, and drinking. You might as well go home and go to bed.
Just gave that up, too.
Doris, I read the most marvelous article in a magazine. Well, it said if you want to keep your husband really happy, you have to be 3 different women.
Oh.
You have to be a princess in the parlor.
Yeah.
You have to be a magician in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you have to be a temptress in the bedroom.
Oh, sure. Oh, but honey, when you've been married as long as I have, you have got to start rearranging that order. It's not so hard to be married when 2 maneuver as 1. It's not so hard to be married. And boy, oh boy, is it fun.
Excuse me. You don't mind if I steal my husband away for just a moment, do you, darling?
Don't forget where we were.
I won't let you forget, Phil.
Now what's the matter, Pumpkin?
Miss Centerfold, that's what's the matter, Pumpkin.
Well, can I help it if she's really interesting? Do you know that she's a professor of comparative literature? She's probably the brightest person in the room.
That's the sign of brains, huh? No bra?
Well, what do you want her to do? Wear leather patches on her elbows?
Not on her elbow, Pumpkin. Excuse me. Excuse me, dear. Wine, darling?
It's the little ways you try together, cry together, lie together, that make perfect relationships.
Becoming a cliché together, growing old and gray together, withering away together. That makes marriage a joy.
You know, I just can't get over how marvelous you look, Tom.
Oh, thank you. I feel better now than I did when I was 20.
Really? Oh. And how's your eyesight?
Well, a wee bit farsighted. You know how it is.
I certainly do. You've been eating off my plate.
You know, my husband and I have been reading this great new book called Open Marriage, and it's just changed our lives.
Huh.
I mean, we're not smothering each other anymore. There's no jealousy.
Uh-huh.
You know, I just read this chapter that said that I could leave the party with you right now and go walking barefoot on the beach, or go back to my place for a nightcap.
Yeah.
Or go dancing cheek to cheek in the dark.
Yeah?
And it would be okay.
And your husband goes along with all this?
I don't know. He hasn't read that chapter yet.
It's not talk of God and the decade ahead that allows you to get through the worst.
It's I do.
And you don't, and nobody said that, and who brought the subject up first? It's the little things, the little things, the little things, the little things.
Hi, Lois.
Oh, Sid, hi.
Mind if I join you?
No, come on, sit down. How are those darling daughters of yours,
Oh,
huh?
they're just fine. Hey, Phil looks great. He took a little off. from
Yeah, we were on vacation in Honolulu, and he really watched himself.
you. Lois, I've been wanting to be alone with you all evening.
Oh, Sid, you shouldn't say such things.
No, I mean it. I haven't been able to take my eyes off you since I first walked in that door.
Oh, Sid, you're just terrible.
Oh, I can't help it. I just can't help it. I have this urge to touch you.
No, wait a minute, Sid. Remember, I'm a very happily married woman, and besides, Phil's in the other room.
What's got to do with anything?
Wait a minute, Sid, don't make a scene. Sid, oh, Sid!
I knew it. A Bambi Barnes original. I could make this in polyester and cotton for $12.75. Can I check your buttons?
Why not? It's not so hard to be married. It's much the simplest of crimes.
It's not so hard to be married. I've done it 3 or 4 times.
It's the people that you hate together, stay together, mate together, that make marriage a joy.
Things like using force together.
Shouting to your horse together.
Getting a divorce together.
That make perfect relationships. Kiss, kiss.